mean, she liked him too, and I liked him, and then she was like, oh, Ellen likes you. In conclusion, he said he didn't like me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at Valentine's Day horror stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Don't worry if you're single, because these stories might cheer you up. You know, like in a sense that someone has it worse than you. Maybe you might be happy that you're single on Valentine's Day. Alright, it's fine. It's fine to not have a Valentine's Day date. It's totally fine. Totally fine. My ex-boyfriend invited me over to his house to spend Valentine's Day with him. I was really excited, and I had even bought him some really nice pens and a notebook because he was really into drawing. I drove 30 minutes from my place to get there, and we were just hanging out in his room. He was acting really weird, so I asked him what was wrong, and he proceeded to break up with me right there after I gave him his present. Oh, right. So now ex-boyfriend. Right. I thought it was the ex-boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend invited them over for Valentine's Day, you know? Oh, okay. But seriously though, I never understand why people break up on Valentine's Day. They couldn't have done it earlier? Well, poor her. I feel bad. I'm actually glad I'm single. Because, you know, I just don't want to get hurt. Well, it was, he even took the present. How dare he take the present? I hope you took the present back. That's being petty, I know, but like still. He broke up with you on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day. The day of love. How dare he? How bad. He is bad. He's a bad boy. I'd been seeing a guy for about 2 months, and we hadn't had the talk yet about whether or not we were an official couple. He asked if I wanted to go out on Valentine's Day, though he just said Friday. I was like, yeah, great, assuming he knew that was Valentine's Day. I got a blowout and dressed up, and then waited at the sushi place for 45 minutes. I could just feel everyone giving me sad eyes for being stood up. So finally he got there. No good excuse for being late, and no flowers. Oh. I busted his balls about this, and he totally panicked because he had no idea it was Valentine's Day. Giving me the I'm not in a good place to commit to anybody right now, blah 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 speech right there. Well, of course. Of course he isn't. He didn't even know it was Valentine's Day. Of course he's not ready. Dang though. That's kind of sad. I feel bad. She even got ready, she got her hair done, she got her makeup done, and this is what he does? One time in middle school, my biggest crush asked me to be his girlfriend. This is like a dream come true. After that, I started sending him cute glitter texts saying how much I loved him and missed him. A few days later, right before Valentine's Day, he told my best friend to tell me he was only pulling a prank on me because he wanted to see what would happen. Life sucked. No, he sucks. What? A prank? What kind of prank is that? A prank asking someone to go out with you? That's a prank? That's just hurting someone's feelings. That's what it is. Wow. That's so sad. Can you imagine your crush doing that to you? Like, they're just playing games with you and everything, and then they're just like, I'm just kidding. Ha 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 ha. That was so funny, yeah? I don't think I would have a crush after that. On Valentine's Day, my senior year of high school, my mum decided it would be a good idea to invite the extended family over. Her cousin had just gotten divorced, and somehow both the cousin and the ex showed up. Cue the stiffest family gathering you could ask for. You could seriously feel the tension through the whole house. This surreal nightmare culminated in me clogging the toilet, which caused a pipe to burst, which caused a massive leak about 5 feet from where everyone was sitting eating cheese. That was what happened on Valentine's Day. Wow. That's the most embarrassing, clogging the toilet. Like, it's the worst when someone finds out you clogged your toilet. Like, if I clogged a toilet in someone else's house, I would just stay in there forever. I would not let anyone enter, alright? I'ma eat in there, I'ma sleep in there. I don't care. Nobody coming in until the toilet is better, you know? Until the toilet feels better and it just unclogs itself. Yes. That's embarrassing. I mean, at least they didn't get dumped, kind of thing. It was embarrassing, yeah, but you know what I mean. I was in a long distance relationship that was going downhill and needed to end, like yesterday. We had been together for more than 2 years, so I felt I owed him the respect of having the difficult breakup conversation in person. The problem, once I realized it was time to break up, the first available weekend for me to visit happened to be Valentine's Day. He ended up taking me out for a disastrous dinner on Valentine's Day. It was so bad that the waitress actually asked if I was okay. And I wound up breaking up with him the next day, on the actual holiday. My train home wasn't until the next day, so I had to stay at his place after dumping him. I guess sometimes it's just bad timing. You know, because you know how I was like, why would you pick Valentine's Day to break up? And coincidentally, it's just Valentine's Day. Right as my family was leaving for a week-long ski trip, my girlfriend and I got into this huge fight over text. She was saying how much she was going to miss me that week, but to such an extreme point where every other message was, I miss you. I said, sorry, I don't feel like doing the I miss you game. She got all depressed and was mad at me, so I spent all of Valentine's Day reassuring her that I loved her and wouldn't leave her. When I got back, I suggested we have a late celebration, but she wasn't having any of that. They really said, sorry, I don't want to say I miss you. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I would feel sad too, but like, I wouldn't stay mad. Yeah. I had a very awkward moment when I slipped an anonymous Valentine to my crush George and he showed it to everyone in class. They all recognized my handwriting, so they knew it was from me. Wow, those are some nice classmates. I mean, they pay so much attention to that person, they recognize their handwriting. Dang, I don't even think people know what I look like. Okay. I'm kidding. I tried to front like it wasn't really from me, but that I had written it for a friend. No one bought it, of course. Oh, it's the worst when you don't want your crush to find out that you like them, but then other people know and they tell your crush. I've actually had that happen to me. I mean, she liked him too, and I liked him, and then she was like, oh, Ellen likes you. In conclusion, he said he didn't like me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I told my best friend I was in love with him on Valentine's Day. He told me he didn't feel the same way about me and said he was secretly in love with our other friend. He kept saying how hot she was, which made me feel inferior. Things were rough for a while. That's the worst. I was mad at him for being insensitive when I had literally just poured out my heart to him. I ended up rebounding with some other guy, and my best friend and I stopped speaking for a while. I was heartbroken for a long time. That just sucks. Because if you're best friends with someone, you're scared to confess your feelings because you feel like if you get rejected, then it's kind of awkward between you guys and you guys aren't best friends anymore, kind of thing. So sometimes a lot of people just keep it in and they don't confess. It's so hard, seriously. Love is hard. Jack and I met on Christmas Eve. Valentine's Day was about 7 weeks later, and we were strolling down the street together when I mentioned that it was Valentine's Day and that I was so excited to give him my gift. It was like a light bulb went off in his head. He hadn't even considered the magnitude of a weekend like that for a girlfriend. A few steps later, he spied a CVS and petitioned me to please wait outside while he ran in. Minutes later, he returned outside with a bag containing a pathetic small heart-shaped box of CVS chocolates. I mean, I guess he did forget, but like, give him the credit for making it up to you, kind of thing. You know, like, he just forgot. I think you should forgive him. Chocolates are chocolates, okay? I feel like I'm the type of person who just wouldn't care about these kind of things because I never cared about it in the first place. I mean, I guess it's because I'm so single that every Valentine's Day doesn't matter to me. So I feel like even if I'm in a relationship, I wouldn't care because even if we do nothing, it'll be the same as every year kind of thing for me. So I guess it would be special if we did something, but if we didn't do anything, I wouldn't care. It would just be another normal day to me, you know? I was sitting in history class on Valentine's Day when I got a weird text from a number I didn't recognize asking me to be the Valentine. I had no clue who it was, so I asked. He said we had met before, but didn't give me any more details. After hours of texting back and forth, I was dying to know who my secret admirer was. I agreed to meet up for a blind date at a coffee shop, but took a ton of safety precautions, including telling all my friends where I was going and letting the barista know I was on a blind date. Dang, she's smart. I got to the coffee shop and was so excited. Time ticked by. A half hour later, I realized I had been stood up on Valentine's Day, and I didn't even know by whom. The next week, the same anonymous number teased me about getting stood up. The whole experience was such a bummer. I low-key feel like it was someone she knew, or like it might be someone she's close to, or like it might be someone that hates her. You know? Because she didn't even know who it was. Like, it might even be someone in her group that hates her. You never know. You never know. Trust nobody. Wow. So that person just really wanted to hurt her. Because she was like, ha 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 ha, you got stood up, ha 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 ha. Like, they teased her about getting stood up. So they did it on purpose. They planned this whole thing. Wow. During my freshman year, I had this giant crush on this guy Zach in my honors bio class. He was super cute, a skater dude, and really goofy. My dad was driving me to school the morning of Valentine's Day, and as we pulled up to campus, my phone started buzzing. I picked it up to find that my best friend was calling me, saying Zach taped a Valentine onto my locker. I got to my locker only to be met with a brand new unopened whoopee cushion taped to the top of it. I thought, lol, only Zach would do this, and thought it was a confirmation of our love for each other. A week later, he saw me in the hallway and said, oh yeah, by the way, I have a girlfriend. I acted like everything was okay and went home and cried the rest of the night. Oh. Wait, I'm so confused. But I thought he taped a Valentine onto her locker. I thought he gave her a present. And then out of nowhere, he just tells her he has a girlfriend? I'm confused, but that sucks. My ex-boyfriend and I wanted to make dinner on Valentine's Day, and his mother decided that she needed to be home and pretended to be sick to spy on us. Me as a mom. Ultimately, she made me so nervous that I dropped pasta sauce all over the kitchen floor and my dress. My ex told us she needed to leave us alone because she was making me so anxious. Oh, I mean, this one sounds pretty cute. At least nothing bad happened between them and the boyfriend during that time, because I'm pretty sure they broke up because she said ex-boyfriend. That mom is pretty funny though. She was like, oh, I don't feel good today. What are you guys gonna do today, huh? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!